So
And then
Steropes doesn't go first?
no, he dies last.
Arges first?
Arges first. Yeah, and then
Right.
as soon as we do this, Jason will need Arges, so then I'll leave. No, I'm just kidding. All right, let's go get this.
Ionic, what happened here? All right, somebody's got Ionic. Good. All right.
Everyone, go to center, please. Anyone know Sierra's mechanic here? Well, what does he do?
Oh,
I guess we'll find out together. He's.
Oh,
Did you fucking see that?
while you and me repeat, this bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire.
Yo, what's up everybody? It's the MadRabbit, and today we're focusing on God of Monsters, the first boss. When you're fighting the Cyclopses, you're either going to get 2 out of 3 Cyclopses. It's either going to be Arges, Brontes, or Steropes. Now I'm here to explain the mechanics that are pretty easy from these 3 Cyclopses, so you can go ahead and get this feat right here, last Cyclops standing. Basically, you're going to have to defeat each of the Cyclopses last, and it'll go ahead and activate this feat. So I'm going to go ahead and teach you the mechanics on the Cyclopses so you can go ahead and get the feat and get through the raid. At least the first part. If you want to go ahead and get through the second boss or the third boss, videos are already up on the channel, so check them out. Alright, let's get going. Alright, so I've decided to start the video right here, right before fighting Brontes, which is the first one that I'm going to show you because I think he's the easiest. But Arges right now is almost dead, as you could see. And I want you to notice something right before we kill him, going into me showing you the mechanics of all 3. But check this out. See, we kill him, and you see what happened to Brontes there right before we started on him? Alright, let me show you in slow motion. Alright, so we're about to kill Arges, right? While Brontes is already like at 30%. Not even, like 20. Boom, we kill Arges and Brontes goes full health. So, you know, let that be a lesson to you when you're fighting these guys. Better to have them a little bit split up so that you don't have a damage split. Or, you know, keep that in mind when you're DPSing them as far as angles. But, you know, there's only limited space that you can be in this room, as you can see. But as far as Brontes, his mechanic is, you see that anvil behind him? He'll go to the anvil, he'll swing the 2-handed weapon that he wields. They all wield a different weapon. Brontes wields dual-handed, so if you know how to PvP against that, you'll be a great tank against him. But as you can see, he'll lean back, look at the anvil, and then he'll strike it, at which moment you should all block or pop a shield or not be within the area, but it has a pretty big radius, or it'll do some big damage, knock you back, and if you're squishy enough, it'll one-shot you. So that's basically Brontes' mechanic. Every now and then he'll pick up a rock and throw it at the group as well. And that's basically it. He's got that anvil one-shot basically. Just if you can go ahead and let the group know, hey look, block, block, block. As soon as you see him walking towards the anvil and swinging the big 2-handed weapon, just tell him to block. Now obviously you're seeing this fight and we're killing Brontes now, and we're only fighting one at a time. The next fight that I'm going to show you is going to be the other 2, Arges and Steropes. They're both going to be in the same fight. So since I want you to see that one, you know, full on, because it's I believe the toughest fight out of the combination, so that you can get the feat. It'll be good to basically watch all the way throughout. And now we're just burning on Brontes. Beware right there. See how he swings the hammer? He's gonna knock you back. Just make sure you're blocking. You'll survive it. Come back, do damage. You can stay in mid-range with him as well. There's the rock. He'll smash it and throw it. Those are his 2 mechanics. He's pretty easy to beat. That's why I think he's one of the easiest. While you're fighting him with Arges in there, though, you got to be aware of the lava. But that's not a big mechanic as well. We'll talk about it next. 5% and he's dead. So if you get Brontes and Arges, that's a pretty easy combination. Now this combination right here, Arges and Steropes, that shit is no joke. Especially as you saw in the beginning of the video, we didn't know what we were coming into.
Lava, lava, lava. Get out of there.
the switch.
And now we're fighting Arges. Now this guy is the one that spawns the lava on the floor in quarters,
You can mitigate
right?
it, but you
So
can't stop all
he'll
of
go ahead and kneel down,
Yeah, Frank,
and he'll turn a switch down there or something, and the lava pools will go ahead and switch rotation.
Concentrating on keeping
Now they take about a couple seconds before they start doing damage and they start doing some heavy ticks. But you have some time to get away from them, but just don't stay on them. As you can see throughout the raid later too,
Rainbow, you and I
if
should
you have a
stay at the
supercharged
seams.
shield,
We're
you can
on
go ahead
the,
and pick
corners,
somebody up
so
that's
east,
falling in the
southwest,
lava.
so forth.
But
That's
we'll
what
get to
Brett
that
said.
point later.
I'm keeping them here as long as I can. Oh shit.
Move away.
Stay out of the middle.
Yeah, that's what I meant. You were center pie, so if we stay at the seams and the pie edges, then we have escape routes.
Good note to point there. If you stay along the seams of the circle, you'll be safe from the fire in the middle. So just evade that whole mechanic altogether. Now you see they're on the walls as well. So don't fly. Try not to jump.
I got him,
Alright,
buddy.
Jace,
So
I'm moving with you.
Another thing to note is to stay along the seams of where the lava actually spawns. So if it spawns underneath you, you only got to take a couple steps either back or forward to step outside of them. So
We're in the
that's
middle
a
of the
good
run.
tip
Sorry.
right there as well.
I can
Whenever
see
you're
it.
positioning as a DPS.
We just finished. running
Also, whatever role you are, make sure you have
we'll
that
see if they can get
long
a little
range
bit together.
DPS move in there
Run away,
because
run
you're
away.
gonna need it.
don't move yet. I got him. Get away from me. Cap.
The
Move.
lava really isn't that bad
Alright,
aside
sorry.
from looking bad. Let's see here. All right,
Aside from the
looking
fact
good.
that make sure that people can't get up. And he just hit the lava again.
Get up,
Alright.
you can get up.
Okay,
All
get
right,
up, GI.
Jason.
Supply drop.
I'm gonna go get that supply drop, Dex. I'll be right back. I'm coming.
Yep.
Lava.
Lava's coming.
I'm moving. Back up. When you see me move, you need to move away.
Yeah, stay on the seams. Stay on the seams.
Yes, positioning is everything. So make sure you have good position and good line of sight. Stay close to your league members just in case anybody goes down. You have easy access to go ahead and pick them up. Use your shield sparingly if you have them, just in case somebody goes down. Be aware of the lava, which is the Arges mechanic. Now, one last thing, he uses one-handed as his weapon. So every now and then he'll de-aggro from the tank and lunge somebody with a one-handed lunge. So just be aware of that. If you're ready with a block, you should be fine. Block, roll away, jump next, and then the tank should have aggro by then.
All right, Rob. Once you're done, hot switch to DPS, and then I'm gonna hold him on the outside totally, and then he'll be basically essentially helpless.
I'm moving.
If you know how to jump roll, that's another great mechanic in here to get out of danger quick. It's basically jump and then roll while you're midair. It's a good way to go ahead and get away from danger, especially if you're flying.
I knocked myself right
We're
back.
not even putting a dent in
Alright, so
this guy.
basically
Dex.
we got him down to about 20% right now, almost 15. If you noticed, I've had a dot on me
it's better to
for a long time up until this moment. Those dots are from either from the lava or the flame spikes the flame jets that come up from the floor. So if you get caught from the flame jet or the lava spike, you see that dot right there? Yeah, you're gonna have a nasty dot on you, so make sure that there's a heal over time so you can survive that, or you have a soda at the ready.
Pop a shield.
Group shield's on,
Al,
hurry.
Pop a shield.
He said group shield is on.
I know,
Group
but
shield
we
is
need
on.
two.
Go. Run away.
Now you saw how somebody popped the supercharge right there?
Careful. Watch the fire.
Got that pickup just in time.
We're almost done here. Once the lava's done,
Block,
we're
block,
out.
block.
We're on the outside rings.
He's done. See?
Oh shit.
Okay, that's it. We now take out Steropes.
Here we
He's not
go.
done yet. He's almost done. He's done now.
Now
Oh,
done.
okay.
So now
Just
on
went
to
down.
Steropes. Now that we've beat
Last lava
Arges,
is a part
his
again.
lava's
Get out of there.
basically going to
Last
stay on
one.
the floor exactly where it's at. It's not going to move anymore.
Alright, you can hot
And you
switch,
can
sir.
just focus
I
on
got one over
Steropes.
here.
As long as you
Not
stay
gonna
along
get
the
any
edges and you avoid the middle, you'll avoid those flame jets coming up from the middle.
Stay out of the middle.
Now if you're on the edges, you got to avoid the flame jets coming up from the walls, as you can see on the walls.
point of fighting
So
there
just
anymore.
avoid jumping, avoid the middle, focus on Steropes, you should be fine. And lastly,
Cap,
y'all,
that's a
I
good
want to
idea.
thank you
If
for
you get-
watching.
if you get behind them.
By the way, I have the 2 links at the end to the second boss
yeah, Cap,
mechanics
you
and
go
the
behind
final
them and do it,
boss
yeah.
mechanics of
Best view is
God
just
of
off that
Monsters
line.
raid.
Live
Go
on
ahead and
the
check those out
AFIII.
as well at the end of the video. And this is the MadRabbit, and hope you like the video. Hit that like button if you like it, so we can go ahead and keep growing, y'all. Take it easy. MadRabbit out.
up.